Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's, offers fully covered loading and unloading area with individual pin-coded gate and door access. Call us today at 648-7867 for more information.
Good morning, Guam, and thanks for starting your day, the KUAM Way morning meeting. Guess who's back? Back again.
Hey, welcome back,
Hey,
Bree.
good to be back. Got a chance to visit family in Vegas, so
And
heart is full.
you were just right back on the job this morning. You started
Oh yeah.
your day, the KUAM Way, at the scene of a death investigation.
Yeah, there was got a call that there was a dead body that was discovered at the Micronesia Mall just outside the parking garage. We got there. GPD was on scene. As I understand, there was a male individual inside the vehicle, and if you saw any of the pictures, you saw some of the blood that was on the ground. We're not sure whether any foul play was involved or any other information. We're just waiting for the Guam Police Department to provide anything to us to let us know what exactly happened with that case. So we'll have more on that on primetime tonight.
Yeah, so do they have it blocked off right now?
When I got there, it was still GPD, one of the patrol units, and security guard, and so they just put up some cones. So we kind of just took some pictures, some video, and then they told us to get back, and then more police officers started to arrive, and the medics came. So just waiting for information on what exactly happened.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got, Ness?
Well, we learned over the weekend that apparently the bank that holds the mortgage for the Verona Hotel is foreclosing. If you may recall that you've done a couple of stories on some of the issues that the Verona has been having over recent times. I think the Department of Labor has been
Right.
because
Yeah.
the lack of payment,
Yeah.
and there's the trash situation that the EPA is looking into.
I mean,
So it's
big
been
issue.
it's been a troubled business for the last couple of years, and so I believe that the outstanding mortgage is about $9 million. Wow. So the bank is foreclosing on that, and I think the auction would be later this month on the 20th.
Well,
I
there you go.
noticed over the weekend, right, or late Friday night, I was reading somewhere about the IIAAG and GDOE controversy regarding interscholastic sports, and the governor has now stepped into the picture. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's asking the board to reverse their decision to form their own league, GDOE, form their own league. And
Wow.
so that comes at a time when I think they're scheduled to launch that league.
This week, right?
This week, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know how many votes the governor has on the board, but I think if she's going to pressure the board, then maybe they have the votes.
Yeah. I really hope they work that out, because it'd be a shame if the students aren't able to we
Yeah.
always promote sports as a way to really help out students, and it'd be a shame if
I think like
they were
both
able
sides
to.
are kind of digging in. The GDOE saying, well, there's nothing to stop IIAAG from coming to play in our league, and I think IIAAG is kind of saying like, well, why'd you leave this league? And
Yeah.
so we'll see. Maybe they do need a mediator, maybe that's what the governor's gonna do. Although she kind of seems like her mind's made up on
Yeah.
one side, so we'll see.
All right. Well, is there anything new with there was an incident in Dededo, there was an armed robbery?
Yeah, there was a robbery. Suspect still at large. I'm gonna be following up on that this week. So, 61-year-old woman was hit over the back of the head, knocked out. A guy left the scene on a mountain bike holding her purse. So,
Wow.
and it's the same street where the young girl was sexually assaulted. So, Mayor Savares did an interview with her. She's very frustrated. She says residents are frustrated. They don't know who to blame. I mean, obviously police presence is an issue, but it seems like the mayor's trying to be understanding and saying, like, yeah, we know that the governor and whoever has said that they're trying to get those new officers on the street. So I guess what do we do in the meantime?
I'm surprised there haven't been any leads yet, because you would think that the folks in the neighborhood would, if this guy is from that neighborhood or in that area, they might have seen him, and I mean, that's pretty good description. A
Yeah,
guy,
it was 10 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and he's just riding around in a bike, so I mean, pretty specific.
Yep. Well, so there's that, and then there's that shooting that took place at Back Road. I don't think they have any leads on that, so we'll be following up on that this week. So definitely got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Welcome back, Bree.
Thanks.
And thanks for starting your day the KUAM way. Just real quick, wanted to share with you guys what we're working on for this week. This has been morning meeting. Tomorrow, group chat, Giving Tuesday, we're going to be continuing our discussions on decolonization with the executive director of the Commission on Decolonization, Melvin Wampat Boris.
Oh, yeah, Giving Tuesday. You
Yeah.
should give a pitch to Giving
Yeah, Giving
Tuesday.
Tuesday is that one day, international day of global day of giving, and we're going to be doing a lot of activities, starting our day in the morning over at the Guam Police Department there in Tidzin, where we partnered with M80 Systems to do a renovation, just a small kind of renovation of their DART office for children. And DART is the Domestic Assault Response Team, so they have this room where they put the children in as detectives are interviewing survivors of domestic assault. So M80 Systems, we gave Jessica, Leon Grow, and Carlo a call, and they happily volunteered to help with the renovation of that office. And so we're going to unveil it tomorrow, and you may have seen on In the Mix just the build-up of that building. So that's just
really
one of
awesome.
the activities.
Yeah, good on you, M80.
Well,
Yeah.
when we saw that room and, knowing, I mean, my mom was a victim of domestic violence and growing up and going to these, like, bleak shelters, I mean, it's just another layer of trauma for these kids. So
Yeah.
to put them in a place where they can kind of get their mind off, if that's, possible. A place where they got toys and it's well lit and bright.
It's
So
really,
it's really,
nice. Yeah. And then after that, I believe we have presentations as well with Mount Carmel. They've always participated in Giving Tuesday, at least as long as I can remember, since
Yeah.
we've been doing it. And
Yeah.
and that's something that you're always there for them.
Yeah, so my son went to Mount Carmel for the middle school grades, and we've always had that connection. I mean, he's moved on, but they haven't. And every year, I don't even call them; they call me and say, "Hey, Chris, we're doing Giving Tuesday," so they did it again. And then Southern High,
Southern
Miss
High School.
Bloss over at Southern
Yeah.
High is another teacher who always participates. UPI Elementary, I'll be going to UPI. I'll be going to Fittagazin. So
Dozens of elementary schools
Yeah.
participate in middle schools.
I'm going to be covering as far as Agate to up north, up at UPI, which is right in the back gate to Henderson. So thank you guys so much for Giving Tuesday.
We also have Manelu. We're partnering with them. They host several activities in different villages. So tomorrow they actually have a sports clinic, sports a day, with families and children at Hemlani Apartments here in Harmon. So we partner with them to host some sports activities. So we have the Guam National Basketball Team. They're going to be holding a mini basketball clinic for the kids there. It's kind of sad because the day that we not the day, but in discussing with Manelu, what we were going to do, it just so happened that the basketball hoop, somebody had stolen it.
Oh, God.
Right. So we managed to
And it was
secure-
bolted down.
Yeah, so we managed to secure one for them, so the clinic will go on as scheduled. So
Nice.
that's
Well, there
just
you
one
go.
of the many activities that's going
Oh.
on. If you're
Cruising for KWIM streams in a half hour.
There you go, cruising with KUAM. That's with attorney Mike Phillips and I. We're going to be discussing probably the Dave Davis case, I would assume.
hey, the
Yeah.
appeals due on the 29th.
Wild stab in the dark.
Right. And no, we also talk
So
about.
that's 30 minutes.
I know we talk about the Commonwealth movement too, and then kind of what happened with that, and then compared with the decolonization movement that we're in the middle of now. So it's a really good talk with attorney Phillips. Hey, we got to get to work. Thanks so much for watching Morning Meeting. Adios.
Bye.
Yes.